Tēnā koutou katoa, kei roto I te whare o te ngā kaunui, kei roto I te iwi o Ngaruahine, kei raro I te korowai o Taranaki. Nō reira, kei konei, te te o ngā paukoea ki roto I tō mātene whānau, o Ngaruahine, tērā pēr ka mōhio koe. Koe nohia koe.
Tēnā koe, Gareth. Ko mai au, ko Taranaki te maunga, Aote te waka, Waingongoro te awa, Aotearoa te marae. Ngaruahine iwi, ko hina hau kataraina Bev Gibson takuinga. He taku mahi me te korowai, he pau whakarae. He pau whakarae or the chairperson of te korowai o Ngaruahine Trust.
Ka pai. So kei te tū mai tētahi kaupapa, so we're just here in the whare. Could you just tell us about that kaupapa here today?
Ai, kei te tika te kōrero. Engari, this is our second, te korowai's second strategy hui. The first was held here at Aotearoa. It was here at Aotearoa. And the second one here was to talk about with our people and get our people's views around three particular take. One was around the taio, te korowai o Ngaruahine iwi taio plan and what that might look like for the people. The second was around engagement of rangatahi and how do we as te korowai engage better with our rangatahi. And the third one was talking about our landscape here in Ngaruahine.
Ka pai. So you have some amazing facilitators. Do you mind if you share who the facilitators were?
Oh, ka pai tērā. With the rangatahi engagement, we had Will Edwards, and he's vibrant and brings a whole skill base to just engaging people. His take was to, again, like I said, is to talk about how do people think we as te korowai should be engaging with our rangatahi. And he was able to draw a lot of kōrero from our queers and from our rangatahi that were in the committee, in the group, and he was also able to ask some of the parents about, what is engagement, what does that look like for their rangatahi. So he's inspirational. The other kaioko facilitator was Bonita Bingham, and she comes with a very strong environmental focus. She is a commissioner in environmental sphere, and she was able to talk about te korowai's taio engagement plan, and it's a plan that helps councils, governance, central government, agencies. They need to understand what is Ngaruahine's dream about their environmental what's the word? How they see their environment for Ngaruahine. So this plan is to really be able to present to those agencies. This is how we see our taio environmental area, and please take heed. And then Ellie, she ran the kaupapa around understanding our footprint in the Ngaruahine iwi rohe. And she, Ellie, she's very vibrant as well. Yes. So the three facilitators are quite experienced in those areas.
Oh, ka pai. Did you have any favourite moment throughout the day, personally?
Oh, for me, it was wonderful to have our people here, Ngaruahine, and them sharing their ideas. I think that te korowai has an important space to carry that voice, but we need to hear the voices, and if we don't have these wānangas, how are we ever going to hear the voice of Ngaruahine iwi and the uri? So whanaungatanga, we had a couple here that had just come home from Melbourne and wanting to learn more about where they come from. And, you know, you're just re-engaging, reconnecting with whānau, and it was wonderful. Just, so awesome to connect. And many of them didn't know who my mama was, you know, and now they can see her face and connect it to her mahi. The tukutuku work, the tukutuku panel. As soon as one of them saw my mother, oh, I know your mum. Ka poi tēnā, that's your mother. So, you know, sometimes a picture speaks 1,000 words.
Kia ora.
And then my kōrero, of course, talked about koromo'i, kuiriria, those are your great-grandparents. And, you know, again, the light bulb went on for one of the whanaunga. And she was able to kind of connect the aunties and uncles to the names. So it's just wonderful, just meeting our own. Yeah.
So this is a flow off from another earlier wānanga and another one planned. How are you going at the moment regarding getting these kind of kōreros from the people?
Yeah, our first kōrero actually, our first wānanga was at Waiokura. We had lots of wānangas and I had to try and remember which was the one we had our first strategy, but that was at Waiokura. We had 80 people there, and we had a number of take, which was health, education. We talked about Te Rere o Kapuni or Dawson Falls, and the other one was Te Reo. And we were talking about, you know, what are those four, like we did today, what are these three take, what will they look like in 100 years? And what is it that we'd like them to look like in 100 years? So this second strategy is a lead on from the first one, and we're having a third strategic hui in February. Yeah.
So what are some of the visions or ambitions that come out of those kōrero?
Ngaruahine through and through. The strength of Ngaruahine people, you know, for example, for health, we would like, it would be really cool in 100 years to say that our Ngaruahine people are so well, they actually don't need a doctor. Wow. Ka pai? That's just an example. We want to know that Te Korowai has a 2040 plan, and Ali has done a quick review of that, and it indicates that we've actually almost completed that 240 plan, and we're in 2019. So we need to start stretching. Te Korowai needs to start stretching ourselves so that we need to be looking at our future for Ngaruahine, not necessarily in 20 years' time or 40 years' time, but in 100 years' time, so that we've got a real goal to work with. Yeah.
Just lastly, what message would you have for those whānaus that are out of the region or a bit wakamā to come in, pop into the office or approach Te Korowai or attend these wānangas? What kind of kōrero would you like to share with them?
One of the messages at the rangatahi engagement hui was take a punt. And that, what I interpret that to be is, don't always wait for us, come in and see us. Take a punt and say, kia ora, I'm ta-ta-ta-ta, and we will try and connect you. But I think it's important that you not be shy. We are a wonderful iwi, we have wonderful whānau, and always wanting to engage with you because it's nice to know who you are. Today that was really evident with some new faces coming to our hui, and they immediately felt comfortable. So I think that it'd be great if you just give us a ring. Just ring and see, you know, we'll talk to you through this and see if there are links that we can engage you with in terms of your whānau from Ngaruahine. And we just give us a ring. We're friendly, we're lovable, and we love you. Ka pai.
Oh, just te whakaarongo tunga. Just for You know, we lost one of our arangatira at such a young age, and how has that impacted for te korowai? Ngaruahine, what kind of impact did losing Māuru have on us?
Huge, huge. So young and so full of vitality. Had a vision for not only his whānau but for Kānehi Umatahi and for Ngaruahine. Kei te pauri au ki a o Mahuru. And we miss him dearly because he was a man of the people. Always thought about the people. Even though he had strong links to Kānehi Umatahi, always thought about the people, the uri of Ngaruahine. We miss his input, and he was clearly a man with vision. But we always lose the good ones so young, and he's still sorely missed today. But he's left us with a legacy now, and we need to honour that legacy for him and for all those other tupuna and kuias and karawas that have gone before us. So, and that's our promise to the likes of Omahuru and all those others. So, kia ora.
O ka mahi nui ki a koe mo tō kōrero I tēnei wā. Ka whaka... Nōku te maringi nui ka kōrero atu ki a koe. Tēnā koe.
Kia ora, Gareth.
Kia ora.